All right, advanced beginners, it's Coach Jess from the Excel team at Mid-Iowa Gymnastics. Welcome back to our basement gym. We hope you learned some great skills that you could be working on at home in the floor video. And next we're going to be working on beam. And if you have a beam at home, that's great. You can use it. If you don't have a beam, no problems at all. I really suggest that gymnasts just work on the floor pretending it's a beam. You can kind of just use your carpet. You can find a line in your hardwood floor, maybe on your tile. If it's nice enough that you can be outside, it's always great to practice on a crack in the sidewalk or in your driveway. You can even draw a chalk line on your driveway and practice that way too. So no equipment needed, just want you to be active and practicing. The biggest things are to be thinking about your form and how your body feels and reacts as you're doing these different skills, because that's really going to help you when we get back in the gym all together, which I really hope is soon. All right, so my daughters Kinley and Neely are going to help with this video and showing some of the skills. So when we get to the beam, the first thing that we need to work on is releve walks. Walking on the beam is actually harder than it looks. Most people don't realize that the beam really is only 4 inches wide. So walking on the beam takes a lot of work, and for our competitive gymnasts, they have to be able to walk so nicely with such balance that anytime they have even a little bit of little smallest wiggle, that's actually a deduction from the judges. So working on having really great balance. Good balance on the beam is going to help you in lots of other sports as well. Soccer, football, basketball, lots of different sports. So really great to be working on balancing skills. So with the walks, as advanced beginner gymnasts, you now need to be walking in releve. So that means up on the toe. Find the ball of the foot, and that's where the gymnast should be walking. So Kinley's going to go ahead and demonstrate our forward walk in releve. She's going to go up onto the ball of her feet. Arms can be up tall or even to the side. She's going to go nice and slow. She's pulling in her belly. She's got her chest up nice and tall, and she's squeezing her booty as well. Notice how her heels are not touching the beam. At the advanced beginner level, we want to make sure that we're up on releve and we are not letting the heels touch the beam during the walks. All right, the next walk would be a coupe walk. So this is going to be hands on the hips, and the feet are going to come just to above the ankle. This doesn't need to be in a releve. You can be more flat foot, but also make sure you're looking toe heel, as we've talked about in the beginner videos. So walking toe heel when we're not in releve. So that coupe walk, like we said, is the the knee bends, the foot comes up just above the ankle and then kicks out. In the passe walk, let's go ahead and do this in releve since that is our goal. Passe walk is similar to the coupe walk, except the knee is going to come up higher and we're going to kick out nice and straight. So this really takes a lot of squeezing the tush, squeezing the belly, knee up and kick out. Great. The next way to walk, stay on the beam. The next way to walk is going to be sideways. So I'm going to have Kinley put her hands out to the side, and she's going to walk facing the camera, and she's going to be up in releve. So again, we're up with the toes, balls of the feet, and the heels are not touching the beam. So she's just walking side to side, side step, side step. All right, and probably the most challenging walk of the beam is walking backwards. Walking backwards on a floor is hard enough, but doing it on a 4-inch wide beam can be a challenge. So Kinley's going to pull up nice and tall, and here she's on releve. You notice that her heels are not touching the beam. She's pulling up really tall with her belly, keeping her chest up, squeezing her booty, and she's feeling for the beam behind her. Yep, notice how she felt with her foot for the beam behind her. She wasn't turning around and looking. Want to keep one spot up ahead and walk in that nice releve. All right, the next skill is going to be forward kicks. And I hesitate to use the word kick because sometimes we think we need to kick really hard. We actually don't. It's really more of a lift. So we're going to just have chest up nice and tall, and Kinley's going to step, forward kick, or lift. Just a lift. You can work this releve. You can work it starting on flat foot. Again, just pulling up nice and tall. All right, thanks, Kinley. Neely's going to come in and show us some of the jumps. So if walking wasn't hard enough on this 4-inch wide beam, now we're going to add some jumps. We're going to do just a few straight jumps. Neely's a little taller, so I'm going to tip this up just a little bit. All right, so Neely, go ahead and show us just some straight jumps. With straight jumps, we want to keep the feet together, the tendency is to take a big step out of there. We want to really keep the feet together. This is not a forward moving skill. We should be going straight up and straight back down, then a step and land. Nice job. One more. You notice that as the gymnast's feet get a little bit bigger, there's not enough room to have them right next to each other, so one needs to be in front just a little bit more. All right, the next jump is going to be a tuck jump. With a tuck jump, the important thing is to think about the knees coming up to the belly instead of the feet coming behind to the booty. Because when we bring our feet to our booty, our chest tends to come down, and that's when we risk falling off the beam. So really work on pulling the knees up, chest stays tall, we're not going to drop the chest. Knees come up to the belly, we might even need an arm circle, and then we squat down. Go ahead and do one more tuck jump. Great. Oh, and keep that chest up. You notice that Neely dropped her chest, and that's when she lost her balance. So keep your chest up nice and tall. All right, the next one is a split jump. These don't have to be huge, long split jumps, just a little bit. Mostly, we want to keep the knees straight, not bent, and the feet pointed, chest up tall. Go ahead and split jump. There you go. Keeping both feet pointed, so the front and the back. Go ahead and do one more split jump. Down, up, and just keep working on that landing. Yeah, we all have to do it. All right, the next skill is helping us work toward handstands and cartwheels and other skills on the beam. It's called dog with a broken leg. This is a terrible name for this skill. I don't know why it's named that. This one's dog with a broken leg. Maybe Neely thinks dog with 3 legs sounds better. All right, so dog with a broken leg. The hands are going to come down. They're going to keep the legs straight behind them, and then we're going to work on hop the hands, hop the foot. So hop, hop, hop down the beam. Watch closely as Neely's straight leg, and it doesn't have to come super high, but we're going to hop, 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 and that elevated leg in the back that stays up should stay nice and straight the whole time, and it's not going to come down and touch the beam. We want to keep it up tall. Keep it up a little higher, Neely.
Bad foot.
That's your bad foot. Yeah, it's really good to practice it both ways, but try and keep that back leg up tall, not touching the beam. All right. The turns on beam started in the beginner level with a pivot turn. And if you'll remember from beginner, that's when 2 feet are together and we turn with 2 feet. At the advanced beginner level, we need to bring that up a little bit so that we have 1 foot turn. So Neely's going to do a coupe half turn. And that just means her foot is going to come up, actually not that high, it can just come down right by her ankle. So just right there, yep. That's even a little bit high. Neely's used to doing more of the passe half turns where the knee comes all the way up here. In a passe turn, it really only needs to come to about the ankle. Go ahead and try one more time. See if we can get to just that coupe turn. There you go. So the big thing to remember with our half turns on the beam, it's 1 foot. We're going to go up onto the ball of the foot, so up on more of that releve, keeping our chest nice and tall. We can have the arms kind of one in front, one out to the side, and pull up tall. Sometimes when we're learning, it's helpful to bring it right to beach ball. So one out, bring it into beach ball. Otherwise here, and lift up. Keep those turns pulling up. We don't want to drop down in our turns. That's what pulls us forward. So think about having a rope tied to your hair, and it's going to pull you up nice and tall as you do those turns. Reach tall. All right, the next skill is a squat turn. So Neely's going to do a squat turn. You want to start in that standing position with that 1 foot in front just a little bit, and then the other foot, reach up nice and tall, and then she's going to squat down. She's going to keep her chest up, squeeze, and turn. Something that we see a lot of gymnasts do is dropping that chest down, and that makes the turn really challenging. You need to keep your chest up nice and tall, squeeze the booty on this one, and the belly, chest up tall, up on the ball of the foot, and squat turn. Good. Oh, man, that was an epic fail. That's all right. Keep working on those. Those are also great to do on the floor. And the very last skill we're going to show you for advanced beginner level is the handstand. Just like on the floor, we're going to try and hit that T and kick up. At this level, the requirement is not that it needs to be straight up and down into that vertical position. We can have a little bit of an angle, but what we really want to see is the legs come together, the feet pointed, and no knee bend. So keep those arms right by the ears. I think we talked about this on floor. You should be able to feel your bicep and your ears meeting together, and chin tucks in. So Neely's going to hit a T first, and she missed that one. She's going to try and hit that T first, and then into that handstand. Like I said, it does not need to be all the way up to vertical at this level. We can have a little bit of an angle. Just want to try and get those feet together. All right, advanced beginners, I hope that these are some skills that you can work on at home right now while we are missing you during this time of social distancing. Hope to see you very soon. Take care.